I had to do some homework for today's reflection. I didn't know the details of the gospel situation about the temple tax and how it impacted the disciples. Turns out that all adult Jewish males were supposed to pay a temple tax for use of the temple. This is for the use of the religious building. It is not a civil tax. When the temple tax collector asks Peter if Jesus pays the tax, Peter says yes, he does. But Jesus has just warned the disciples that things are not going to go well. He tells them that he will be betrayed and will die. But it's sort of okay because he will be raised from the dead. The disciples don't really understand what will happen, and they're overwhelmed with grief that he would die. There's already been a lot of controversy, with others trying to discredit Jesus, trying to find things to arrest him for, to put him down and get rid of him. Before Peter even had a chance to tell Jesus about his conversation with the temple tax collectors, Jesus is aware that there is a problem. It turns out the priests and rabbis do not have to pay temple tax because they work there. They are the righteous and exempt from the temple tax. Jesus asks about who pays taxes. He says the kings on earth take taxes from foreigners, not their own people. The intimates of the house do not pay. The religious do not pay the temple tax. Of course, Jesus is an intimate of his Father's house, the temple. Jesus is saying that he is obviously exempt from the temple tax, but he will make sure the tax gets paid anyway to avoid more controversy. This seems to me that he's showing his true dual nature here. He is holy God and holy man, Son of God and Son of man. As Son of God, he would be exempt from the temple tax, but as Son of man, he should pay it. So he tells Peter he will pay it, and tells Peter to go to the sea and drop in a hook, not a net, and the first fish he will catch will have in its mouth the coin they need to pay for the tax. This is a little miracle that you don't hear much about. I think the layers of this story are interesting. As God, he's exempt from the tax, but as a man, he will pay it with miracle money. It's a little bit of, let's not make any more waves. Things will go bad enough soon on their own. It's also a reflection of render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's, and render unto God that which is God's. While Jesus is here, he's still subject to man's laws and to human nature, even though he really is God. Amen.